Before we start today's video, I wanted to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, MutPacks.com. You can click the link down below and open exciting packs, win tons of coins, and withdraw your account right away. You could use promo code CHEW for 15% off. Lastly, when you sign up down below, you can get a free 10,000 coin pack as well. All right, boys, we have our top 10 must-have cards right now inside of the game. This is going to be including a lot of cards from every single position, from offense to defense. And to start off at number 10, we actually kind of have like one card, but I guess they're two because I'm comparing them. But it's going to be Anthony Munoz and Ramczyk. I think they're the best left tackle and right tackle in the game, meaning they both get the good ability we need in the game, which is 1 AP edge protector. So Munoz being the best left tackle in the game, I felt like he needed to be here. He goes in the Legends team. He's not too expensive as well at 400K, which is beautiful. And then Ramczyk is the highest overall right tackle in the game that gets 1 AP edge protector. I know some people have put like Joe Thomas over there or Ogden over there. You could do that. I think Munoz even gets right tackle secondary if you wanted to do that and then keep Ogden. But I think it's not something a lot of people look for or think about, but it is an absolute must-have in the game. Everybody needs edge protectors for 1 AP, and I think Munoz and Ramczyk are big upgrades right now in the game, and you could play either of these guys. Ramczyk even plays in my Legends team that's a 95 overall, and he has been perfect for me. Perfect. Just as long as you get that 1 AP ability, you're good for me. At number 9, we do have Sapp, and Sapp is one that I feel like is an absolute game changer on the D-line. I've played him from defensive end. I've played him at D-tackle. I've played him at every spot on the D-line, and this guy has dominated for me. He is 87 speed, 95 excel. I truly do think that excel is something that really does help him a lot. I know we just got a brand new John Randall yesterday, but I still do like Sapp more. When we even taken a look at his abilities over here, he does get 1 AP double or nothing and under pressure. I know a lot of people are talking about going away from Fearless. I don't think that's a good decision, especially when we're starting to get discounted under pressures now. So people getting under pressure for free on a guy like Sapp, who's also dropping in price as we play the game. This guy is an absolute animal in the game. And then when you look at his stats, I mean, he is very fast for a D tackle. 95 excel is insane. He has amazing strength, block shed, power move. He dominates in the run. He dominates in the pass game. This guy is an absolute must-have. I know D-tackle and offensive tackles aren't the guys you guys are kind of looking for right away, but I had to get these guys on the list. These guys are absolute game changers. So at number 8, most of you guys know that abilities absolutely run Madden right now, and CeeDee Lamb gets some of the best abilities in the game, or at least he gets one of them. He gets 0 AP short and elite. There are only 2 other guys in the game that get it at wide receiver. It is him and also our guy, I can't even think of his name, Steve Smith, and Cooper Kupp. I don't know why I just had a big brain fart right there, but CeeDee Lamb, 0 AP short and elite. He has top end speed 95 right now in the game. There's only one 96 speed player in the game, and it is Jason Verrett right now. But 6'2". I know it's not 6'5" like Herman Moore, Calvin, all these other guys, Plaxico, but he's still going to dominate. I don't think CD is the best wide receiver in the game, but I do think he is the most valuable, if that makes sense. I think there's a difference. I think he needs to be on your team because not only does he help himself with that ability, but he helps the entire team. You could use that AP on others. But like I said, I think I would, like, as a receiver, you'd probably go Herman Moore and even Plaxico above him. But as a valuableness to the team, CD has to be above those guys. Number 7, we still do have Taysom Hill. I still think Taysom Hill is one of the best cards in the game right now. Not only is he a very good card statistically, but he's also just like CeeDee Lamb, where not only is he helping himself, but he's helping the entire team, getting 0 AP short and elite. That is an absolute beautiful ability to get. It is, if you guys do not know, if you are newer to the videos, but short and elite is basically baby route tech. I think most of you guys know that by now. But the only negative about Taysom is that he is 6'2". He does run his routes like a receiver. I would say he gets the most separation I've used on a tight end in a while. He feels absolutely amazing when it comes to like out-breaking routes. Even when you do those little tight end like angle routes out the backfield, or not out the backfield, you know what I mean, for off the line of scrimmage, they feel absolutely amazing with Taysom Hill because of how small he is. But 93 speed is also the fastest you get in the game as a tight end. This guy is just amazing. He has to be on your team. Even if you're running a Legends team, he's still number 1. All right, boys, so at number 6, we do have Jadeveon Clowney, and Jadeveon Clowney is actually my favorite pass rusher in the game. You guys know he is always very good in Madden. We had a golden ticket of him, Madden 21 they gave us for Easter. Last year, he had a 99 free agent card. This dude is an animal every single year. I don't know what it is about him, but he animates like crazy, and he sheds like crazy. But he is the only edge rusher in the game with 93 speed and above. There's a lot of 92 speed guys, but he does get that 93. The excel we would have loved love to see to match that, but only 90. It's still very good in the game for an edge rusher. And then he has amazing strength at 92 to help in the run game. And then the block shed and power move, both 96s. And then when we come over here, I think it'll show his abilities over here. Yes, it will. He does get 2 custom ability slots now that we're hitting 96 overalls. He gets 1 AP under pressure and edge threat in his last slot. And then in his other slot, he does get edge threat, double or nothing, or no outsiders. So the best combo there is probably the double or nothing and also under pressure. I know people like edge threat, but remember, everyone's using edge protectors now anyway, so it's almost a waste of AP. But like I said, Clowney, one that always animates good, and when you give him good abilities and amazing stats, actually top of the line stats in the game for an edge rusher, yeah, he's got to be on the list, boys. He's definitely a must-have. Boys, at number 5, we do have Harold Carmichael, and Harold Carmichael feels like the best corner. I would say, I know a lot of people don't have the best opinions on him, and it's kind of very similar to last year with Ed Too Tall. I truly don't think you can run a cover 0 blitz with this guy all game. I've noticed that a lot of people, when I've asked them what they're struggling with Carmichael, a lot of them say man coverage. And when you leave a guy that is 6'8", who probably doesn't feel the best when he turns and cover 0, he's probably not going to play the best. But I truly do think if you play zone, this guy is by far the #1 in the game. For me personally, he runs with everybody. He doesn't get agged at all, especially with the 0 AP or the 1 AP pick artist. He has been amazing for me. I think we've had only 1 incident lately with him on my team. But like I said, I do run zone probably 98% of times. So it is a little different, but I don't know. I feel like if you truly, I think you have to, as a Madden player, find a way for this card to work. Like, you could either get him into a user. I know there's some formations where you can glitch him into the user. There's guys that you can hold up top in zones. You could even drop him into deep thirds when you're running cover 0 if you know the guy's running streaks all the time. This guy's an animal. I feel like he has to be on your team. 6'8", 94 speed. Just don't run. If you're running cover 0, maybe that's the only exception to why you can't make your team. All right, boys, so at number 4, we do have Calvin Johnson. And Calvin Johnson, I do think kind of plays a little bit better in every single scheme and system, a little bit better than Carmichael. Like I said, I think Carmichael excels at zone and is a little bit lackluster at the man. But Calvin can do it all, right? He has 90+ man. He has 95 zone. The play rec is amazing. He is also huge. I know he's not 6'8", but he's also huge at 6'5", the second tallest corner in the game. He comes with 94 speed, and he actually has amazing abilities as well. He has 1 AP deep out zone KO, so if you want to run zone, and then he has 1 AP deep route KO as well. But like I said, you are missing out on that 0 AP pick artist. If you are using that deep route KO, you'd probably, I think pick artist is almost like a must right now in the game. It is an absolute game changer. Tipped picks, you know, when people are throwing the high balls, you can hit their legs and they'll tip the pick. It happens so much if you have pick artist. And Calvin, right now, I've been using deep out zone on him and also the 0 AP pick artist. This dude's been one of my favorite cards in the game. He's actually playing safety for me right now. That's another thing with him too. He is very, very versatile right now. All right, boys, at number 3, I think this is the highest a running back has ever made it on the top 10 must-have cards. And that is only because I don't think running backs are really that big of a game changer. And usually, I mean, okay, sometimes they are, but usually they are kind of all very similar. Like, I usually think there's a lot of running backs that are kind of like in the competition, but I truly do think Keith Byers is the best running back in the game by a large margin right now. I do like guys like DeMarco Murray, Marshawn Lynch, and you could even mention Eric Dickerson. There's a lot of good cards, but Keith Byers does everything. There's literally not one bad thing he's bad at with. He has 95 speed, so top end speed as a running back. His excel, I know it says 93, but if you have seen this card, played with this card, or played against it, you know exactly that excel feels perfect. It feels absolutely perfect out there. And then you see the carrying, 92, amazing. 94 catching is the highest in the game as a running back. He has 95 change direction. He has 97 trucking, 95 break tackle. And on top of that, he is 240 pounds basically. And you were also forgetting something. You want to see something else? 92 short route running and a 90 medium route running. The only running back in the game to have both of them above 90, and even has an 86 deep route running. There's nothing this card's bad at. There's nothing. He is by far the best running back when it comes to balance and everything. He's good at everything, and also he gets good abilities. He does get 0 AP goal line back as well, which I tell you guys all the time, it's one of my favorite abilities in the game. He also gets 1 AP tank if you don't want to use the goal line back. And then in his last slide, gets 1 AP bruiser. This card is amazing. He's good at everything. I truly do think he's the best running back we've seen all year. Boys, so at number 2, we do have Julius Peppers. He was our number 1 last time. I still do think this guy is very valuable in the game. He is another one of the big guys in the game, but I think he is the most balanced. He could literally do everything. You could user him. You could play him at corner, free safety, strong safety. And Julius Peppers, obviously being huge, he also has good stats all around. He has 95 excel, 94 speed. I know that play rec is 87, but with any in the zone strat card above purple, that will be a 90 for you, which is beautiful for us. And then he has 91 man coverage, 96 zone, 94 hit power. And this guy dominates in the box, as many of you guys know, a defensive lineman there. He has 90 finesse move. The block shed at 87 is very good for a safety. Like I said, this is one that you could use her, but I truly think Julius Peppers is such a good card you don't have to use her. My philosophy in Madden is always let the computer use her the better card so they can get better performance out of the computer. And you want to use her, like, for example, if you have Ted Hendricks and Julius Peppers, and they're both there in dollar, and you have 2 guys in the box. Use her Ted because Ted's a little bit worse of a player, and Calvin or in the computer will use her Julius Peppers to a better degree, if that makes sense. But he also does get good abilities as well. I think he has 0 AP pick artist right there, deep out zone KO, so kind of the same exact abilities as our guy Calvin right there. But yeah, he's a must-have, boys. This dude's an animal. All right, boys, at number 1, I truly do think this is going to be an absolute game changer in the game. He has amazing abilities. And statistically, he is absurd. 95 speed on him, 6'2". He has amazing play rec on him. The press is ridiculous at 96, and the man in zone are very, very close to being 99. You can get the 99 zone easily with the in the zone strat card. Mike Haynes is also one. I feel like most people would agree with this too. The last couple years, this dude has been one of the best corners in Madden. He's not like too small to where he's gonna get agged on, and he's not too tall to where he feels clunky. So this guy feels perfect. Like, he like literally sticks to people like glue in man coverage. He's amazing in zone because of his reach with the 6'2" frame. But also, boys, his abilities are absurd. He does get 0 AP pick artist. You can use the 2 AP inside shade, and then in another slot, he gets 1 AP medium route KO. So not only are you going to put inside shade on another man's slot wide receiver, you're going to get the KO, and you're going to get the 0 AP pick artist. This dude is about as pay to win as it gets. Literally about as pay to win as it gets as a corner right now in the game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really run man coverage, but this guy makes me want to run man. I know it's the meta in the game. I know it's the best thing to run. This dude is absolutely absurd. He's going to lock down wide receivers with those abilities. The height, the reach, the everything. And I also believe he's good in the box as well for a corner. I mean, it's not absurd, but 87 hit power and 72 block shed is very solid for a corner right now. Yeah, if you've played any Madden, you know how good Mike Haynes is this year. All right, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below if there's any cards I missed, or any of you guys think there's a guy that's too high, too low, or like I said, a guy I missed. Comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, boys.